All Ball TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. We here, y'all. We here with breaking news. Ay, 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 ay. Shout out everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We are here. Knicks Rehab. All Ball TV in the building. We here, y'all. Big shout out Flea. Big shout out Fabian. Yeah. This the news I wake up to, y'all. This the news I wake up to. Get y'all butts in the building. Nostalgic Nick, I see you, baby. Cat Eyes, I see you. Get in the building. Let's go, y'all. We here. Breaking news. Breaking news. Jalen Brunson has to undergo surgery on his left wrist. Yeah, y'all. Breaking news. Jalen Brunson is injured. Now, what does this mean? Don't know. Should we panic? Don't know. Are we Barney Rubble in trouble? Don't know. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Don't know. Mr. Smith, what up? Cal Tone, what up? We in the building. Y'all know how this thing work. Y'all know how this thing work. Good afternoon. It's your favorite light-skinned guy you love to love and hate. All Ball is here. All Ball TV. Knicks Rehab, y'all. Got some breaking news. Yes. Y'all see it on the side of me. I'll take it down in a minute because I know we don't want to see that. Mike James was good, right? But all jokes aside, hope everybody's having a wonderful afternoon. Happy Tuesday to you all. We got a break from that heat, so maybe you get out there, get you a nice walk. Yeah, we got a couple days break from that 100-degree heat. New York City, we in the building. Breaking news. Breaking news. Jalen Brunson has injured his left wrist during that finals run. Or was it injured the whole playoffs? We don't know, but let's break some things down. First, we had Ian Begley on Twitter. Well, excuse me, X. First, we had Ian Begley on X. And his report was Jalen Brunson to rehab for at least 2 months. I'm going to say it again. Ian Begley on X reported earlier today. Jalen Brunson to rehab for at least 2 months after undergoing surgery to repair injury in right forearm wrist. Now, Ian Begley might have got it mixed up because he said the right forearm or wrist. And we all know Jalen Brunson is a lefty, right? Santiago, big shout out to you. Let's go, y'all. Get in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Share, like, subscribe. Yes, Knicks Rehab. We here in the afternoon. Breaking news. Jalen Brunson is injured. Yes. How serious? We will never know. As Knicks fans, should we be concerned? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm going to say it again. I first got the report from Ian Begley on X. And his report was Jalen Brunson to rehab for at least 2 months after undergoing surgery to repair injury in right forearm / wrist area. Now, we all know we have a new report from ESPN and Shams Charania, right? Shams. This is Shams' report now. Jalen Brunson played through the left wrist injury during the Knicks championship run. Shams Charania reports is the New York Knicks finals MVP. Yeah. Ian Begley, make sure when you report, you put champion and finals MVP Jalen Brunson. See me, I'm petty. I'm putting conference finals MVP, NBA Cup. I'm putting all that before I say his name. If I'm Ian Begley, big shout out to Ian Begley, but make sure when y'all mention Jalen Brunson's name, you say Cup champion, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, NBA Finals MVP, and champion Jalen Brunson. Then you report. Chat, am I right? I'm going to say it again. Ian Begley, make sure you put that champion in front of Jalen Brunson when you report anything on him, whether it's negative or positive. But I'm going to say it again. First, Ian Begley, I got the report on X. But then Shams, ESPN, New York Knicks Finals MVP Jalen Brunson is undergoing surgery on his left wrist and is expected to return to basketball activities later this summer. Jalen Brunson played through the left wrist injury during the Knicks championship run and now requires off-season injury. Also on New York Sports, they have the same reports. Jalen Brunson to have wrist surgery, recovery time will be 2 months. Jalen Brunson will have surgery on his forearm wrist on Tuesday today from an injury suffered during the Knicks championship run. Wow. This is per Ian Begley. Once again, why is everybody forgetting? Finals MVP, champion, conference finals MVP, cup champion in front of Jalen Brunson's name. Why are y'all forgetting that? Yeah, call me Pestradamus, Petty Damus. Yeah, Becky White, Petty White, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, all ball is mad petty. Why aren't y'all putting champion in front of this young man's name? Chat, y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Y'all see the Instagram channel, All Ball TV 3_. Hit that like button, y'all. Share, like, subscribe. We here Knicks Rehab early in the afternoon with breaking news. Yes, y'all. Breaking news. Jalen Brunson, the Cup champion, the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, the NBA Finals MVP, the champion, Jalen Brunson, is undergoing surgery on his left wrist and is expected to miss at least 2 months. At least, y'all, 2 months. We in July, August, September. We can count. So he may miss a little bit of training camp. Right? The season starts the end of October. So he should be fine. But chat, let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. How do we feel about this? Right? Was Jalen Brunson injured the whole playoff series? Did this happen in the finals? Y'all got to remember, this is his shooting wrist, y'all. This is his shooting wrist. And this is what I meant last night when we was up here on Knicks Rehab with my brothers Fabian and Flea. This is what I mean by Kobe Bryant. The mentality. I'm playing through it. Big shout out Rollinston Nurse. Thank you for your $2. More reason why we need Mark DeRosa. I'm just saying, Rollinston Nurse, big shout out to you. Exactly. So let's rewind a little bit. For people that just got in the building, is breaking news. Breaking news. Yes, Jalen Brunson was injured during that finals run. We don't know if it was before the playoffs or during the playoffs or during the finals, but we know Jalen Brunson today is undergoing surgery on his left wrist, and he will be out 2 months. 2 months. And it's a coincidence. We just saw Brunson a couple of days ago in the gym working out, preparing for the season. How do we feel about this, y'all? How do we feel about this? This is what I meant by the Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality and why in the league he is the closest to it. And there's no one else even close. I know Fabian said Giannis, Joker. I don't see them playing through injuries like Jalen Brunson. I don't see it. And this is what I meant by when you talk about Jordan and Kobe and just the mindset of, I just want to play ball. I just want to stay out there and be out there with my guys, with my teammates, no matter the injuries. I got to be damn near dead. You got to kill me to keep me off this court. That's what Jalen Brunson embodies, y'all. That's what he represents. Big body Brunson. And for me, that's why he's beloved. That's why when you talk about Kobe, you bring up his name and you don't bring up no one else. You don't bring up Tatum and Booker and SGA and Mitchell. And you don't bring up these guys. What I always say, we got the 6-foot light-skinned Kobe Bryant on our team. We will be just fine. But we have to be honest, chat. This young man, he's been playing with injuries his whole tenure with the Knicks. Left ankle sprain, right ankle sprain, knees. Now, left wrist, forearm. Is this young man ever healthy? Once again, y'all, breaking news. Breaking news. Champion, Cup champion, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, Finals MVP. Jalen Brunson is undergoing surgery on his left wrist and is expected to return to basketball activities later this summer. It's reports that he will be out for 2 months from basketball activities. So that means he should be back by training camp. He definitely should be back by the season, which starts the end of October. But Chad, I have to ask y'all, should we be worried? Should we be worried? For me, I'm not worried. Even if he has to miss a little bit of the beginning of the season, which I know he won't because he's a gladiator. He's a warrior. Yeah, he's Leonidas. 300. There's only 300 of them, y'all. In history, Jalen Brunson is one of them. And he might be the leader. Kobe, Mike, y'all know my list. He is Leonidas. Yeah. He's part of the 300, y'all. So I think he'll be just fine. I don't think he's going to miss opening day, opening night, ring ceremony. But he definitely needs this break. So that's what I want to ask y'all, chat. He definitely needs this break. Brooklyn's finest, what up? MJ, what up? Big shout out to the chat. Sharice Duncan, what's going on? Big shout out to all the members. Love y'all. Y'all already know the drill. We here, y'all. Knicks Rehab, All Ball TV. All Ball is in the building. Breaking news. Breaking news. Jalen Brunson has to undergo surgery today. His left wrist / forearm was injured during the championship run. Yes, our beloved champion, Finals MVP, our own Kobe Bryant, is undergoing surgery today. How do we feel about that, chat? How do we feel about that? Right? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing great. I'm just saying, y'all. How do we feel? Right? We have some more breaking news we'll discuss later. I have a topic I want to discuss with y'all in a bit, probably in about 5 minutes. But now that we know Jalen Brunson has to have surgery, how do y'all feel now about the DeRozan move? Do y'all still dislike it? Some of y'all that like it, do y'all like it even more? Big shout out, my brother Flea is in the building. Listen. Flea, what up, baby? We have the best medical in basketball. He'll be ready to rock and roll by early fall. Just no big buffet Brunson. LOL. Nah, listen, Brunson looked in shape when they showed the video of him, stretching a little bit, like he's preparing for the league, for the 82 games. So I'm not worried about big body Brunson. But let's be honest. How do we feel about Brunson being injured? And now how do we feel about DeRozan being waived, right, from Sacramento? And now the rumors are we should go get DeMar DeRozan off waivers. Once again, y'all, we see some new people getting in the building. Big body Brunson, Jalen Brunson, injured, y'all. Yes. During the championship run, Finals MVP, Conference Finals MVP champion Jalen Brunson has to undergo surgery today on his left wrist, his shooting wrist. Yes. Slim Slammer, what up, baby? Mr. Smith, what up? Big shout out to the chat. Wilton Oliver. Love y'all. Y'all pulling up in the building. Let's go, y'all. Y'all see the Cash App. Y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Y'all see the Instagram channel, AllBallTV3 underscores. Also, big shout out to the people that's showing love from Facebook. Yes, we need y'all to support. Follow us on Facebook as well. Yes, All Ball TV on Facebook. Big shout out to y'all that's on Facebook. But breaking news. Breaking news. Joel Joseph, what's happening? We see a lot of people coming in the building, so I'm going to keep repeating it, y'all. Breaking news. Jalen Big Body Brunson has to undergo surgery. Yes. Big Body Brunson has to undergo surgery on his left wrist. He's estimated to miss 2 months. We in the early days of July. So that's August, September. The season starts to end October, y'all. So he will be back by season opener. He should be fine by training camp. Also, he needs the break. He needs the rest. But now that we know Brunson was injured during the championship run, what does that tell y'all about our leader? What does that tell y'all about Brunson's mentality? What does that tell y'all about this young man? He's a warrior. He's a warrior. And other opponents, other teams, other organizations, other fan bases, y'all now have another reason to hate, to scrape and scramble. Yeah, because y'all ain't got one of those. Y'all ain't got no Leonidas on y'all team. Nobody on y'all team is part of the 300. Yeah. This is what we're talking about. He don't complain. He don't travel. He don't carry. He don't do none of that. He just hoop. Once again, you never heard him complaining. How many times he fell on his ankle? How many times he sprained his ankle? Re-aggravated all of his injuries. Now, throughout the championship run, this is his shooting hand, y'all. He's a lefty. This is his shooting hand. Now we see why he struggled in some games. Now we see why some of those bunnies, some of those shots that he usually makes, this is now why he was missing. Now we understand. So apologies for me, because you was driving me crazy 1 or 2 games. Like, yo, how you missing those layups? How you missing those little bunnies right there? Those floaters. He was injured, y'all. But he never cried. He never complained. It was never reported. Love it. And we got one of those on our team as the leader, as the captain, El Capitan, as the best player. Imagine the best player on your team, the leader of your team. He's a warrior. He's a Viking. He's a dog. He's fearless. Are you kidding me? All wrapped up in one. We got Kobe, Jordan, Leonidas, all wrapped up in one. Ain't none of those in the league but one. I'm going to say it again. We got Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and Leonidas all wrapped up in one person. And that's Jalen Brunson. That's crazy. Never heard him complain. And I remember the game where I was going crazy because I'm like, yo, he's playing awful. How is he missing these shots? Wide open threes, middies, couple layups, floaters. He was injured, y'all. His shooting hand was injured. So now let's get right to it. Give me your thoughts. Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the most worried, 1 being ain't worried at all, 0, all ball, shut the hell up, relax. 1 to 10, y'all. How do we feel about Jalen Brunson today? Breaking news. Breaking news. Jalen Brunson today undergoing surgery on his left wrist / forearm, which was injured during the championship run. Yes, during the NBA Finals, during the playoffs, Jalen Brunson injured his left wrist / forearm and was playing injured throughout the whole playoffs. Wow. Wow. Nostalgic Nick said he's worried 9. Yo, Shavar Gray said -10. You know what that means? All ball, shut the hell up. But I see a lot of 7s. Wow. Wilton Oliver, I see some 10s. I see some 9s. Wow. Some of y'all are worried. I see, yeah. Wow. I see a lot of 0s, though. I see a 3. Wow. Okay, a 5. Listen, some people are really worried. Some people are really worried. Okay, I got to relax, old boy. I hear y'all. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Right? But, I mean, it just goes to show you how invested we are in our team. Thrill 'em Guns, what up? The Bill Collector, what up? Thrill 'em Guns, big shout out, Pops. Mike James, big shout out to the members. HRMX, great. What up? Greek Gotti, I see everybody in the building. Reek Gotti, Keith Bird. I try to shout out everybody, man. Big shout out to members, y'all. Big shout out to members. Big shout out to the chat. We have the best chat in the universe. Best chat in the universe. Right? Reek Gotti, we know you're a hater. It's all good. Right? Brooklyn's finest. I see you. So yeah, chat. For me, my worry is a 0. My worry is a donut. Day night, what up? My worry is a donut. Right? We know the mentality Jalen Brunson has. We know he's a warrior. Like I said, he's part of the Leonidas 300. It's only 300 of those, y'all, in NBA history. And Jalen Brunson is one of them. Right? Big shout out, Rollingston Nurse. Thank you for your $5. Why you worried? Never complained about it. Nobody's taking care of it before the season starts. Hey, man, we just here reporting news, but I love that comment right there. Listen, we have nothing to worry about, y'all. We got the toughest, roughest Dundada in the NBA. Like I said, the reports is he'll be out for 2 months. He's getting the surgery done today, so that's a blessing. So we all know 2 months from now is September, so he'll be there for training camp. And we know for a fact he would be there for the season opener to get his championship ring ceremony. Hopefully, first game is against the Spurs. And Adam Silver, make it a home game. Adam Silver, we got the doubleheader for you, opening night. Adam Silver, we have the season opener for you, doubleheader. It's a no-brainer. Y'all ready for this? First game, San Antonio Spurs at Knicks. Ceremony. Let the Spurs sit there while we celebrate again in their face. Because we won our championship on the road. So let the Knicks fans, let them celebrate how we wanted to really celebrate. And then game 2. This is the doubleheader, y'all. Game 2. Philadelphia 76ers at the Boston Celtics. No brainer. No brainer. I'm going to say it again, Adam Silver. Brunson will be back, y'all, for the season opener. Jalen Brunson, breaking news for all y'all that got in the building late. Breaking news, Jalen Brunson has undergone surgery today for his left wrist / forearm area, which was injured during the championship run. Most likely, it got injured probably right before the finals. So that means he'll be out for 2 months. That's the report, y'all. Jalen Brunson will undergo surgery today, and he will be out for 2 months. He's having surgery on his shooting hand. Yes, his left wrist / forearm area. The surgery is today. He'll be out 2 months. That means September is 2 months from now. He will be ready for training camp, and he will be ready for the season opener. And Adam Silver, I'm going to repeat it again. Doubleheader for the season opener. It's a no-brainer. Spurs at the Knicks. Don't put us on the road. Make sure we can celebrate our ceremony how we want to celebrate it. Doubleheader, Adam Silver. Do not mess this up. You mess everything else up. Do not mess this up. Ring ceremony. I know, Mike James. I'm just making sure. We need that to be the first game. Spurs at Knicks. Doubleheader, first game. Second game. The 76ers at the Boston Celtics. Let's start off with a bang. Yeah. Let's start off with a bang. Yeah. Seriously. But yeah. Yeah. It's he's going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We have some more breaking news. Some more breaking news, y'all. Donovan Mitchell. Yes, Donovan Mitchell of the Cleveland Cavaliers has agreed to a 4-year, $273 million maximum contract extension, which includes a player option for the 30-31 season. Once again, y'all, we have breaking news. Breaking news. Donovan Mitchell, the guard from the Cleveland Cavaliers, has agreed to a 4-year, $273 million maximum contract extension that includes a player option for the 30-31 season. Wow. 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 How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Cleveland Cavaliers extends Donovan Mitchell 4 years, $273 million. Wow. 27 million shy of 300 million. Lord have mercy. Chat, how do y'all feel about that? Was that a great move for the Cleveland Cavaliers? Hey, Gino, I agree. Was that a great move for the Cleveland Cavaliers? How do y'all feel about that? Now, y'all remember maybe about a month ago when we played some audio, some video of the Cleveland Cavaliers, I guess that's their media, asking, would Mitchell take a pay cut? The answer is unequivocally no. I'm going to say it again. We had played a video of the Cleveland Cavaliers media asking, would Donovan Mitchell do the same thing that Jalen Brunson did, take a pay cut to fill out this roster so they could compete for a championship? That contract right there is unequivocally no. Donovan Mitchell said, give me my money. Give me all of my money. All of it. All of it. Yeah. Yeah. But, wow. Wow. Donovan Mitchell, y'all, breaking news. The guard from the Cleveland Cavaliers has signed a 4-year extension, $273 million with a player option for the 30-31 season. Yes. So he's not going nowhere no time soon. The Cleveland Cavaliers said, we have our superstar. I don't know what that means for LeBron James. I don't know if that was a shot at LeBron James, like, hey, if you want to come here, cool, but we have our guy. Right? So this is a second team that sent LeBron James, showed LeBron James a sign. First, it was the Lakers with paying Austin Reeves all that big money. Now you have the Cleveland Cavaliers as the rumors are heating up with LeBron James maybe going back home, Cleveland Cavaliers said, hold up. We're going to let it be known we have our guy. That's what I got from that. Am I bugging? So, once again, y'all, more breaking news. The first breaking news for some of the people that just got up in here. Jalen Brunson will undergo surgery. Yes, our beloved champion, Finals MVP, Conference Finals MVP, Cup champion, NBA champion, Jalen Brunson is injured, y'all. And he will be out 2 months starting today. He's undergoing surgery on his left wrist / forearm area, which was injured during the championship run. That means the playoffs and for sure the NBA Finals, Jalen Brunson was playing injured. He's undergoing surgery today and he will be out 2 months, which means he'll be here for training camp and he will be ready for the season opener, hopefully against the Spurs, so they can see us collect our rings and they can read them and weep. Yeah. And then now more breaking news. The guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell, has extended 4 years, $273 million with a third-year option. Excuse me, with a option, I guess, for the fourth year or whatever year, 30-31. Wow. Chat, y'all see the Cash App, All Ball TV 3. Y'all see the Instagram channel, ABTV3_. Before I get to this next topic, I need to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about the Jalen Brunson injury? I know, we went 1 through 10. A lot of y'all wasn't worried. Some of y'all wasn't worried. For some of y'all that was worried, that put a high number, 7, 8, 9, 10. As far as being worried, highest 10 with the Jalen Brunson injury. Please tell me why y'all so worried, right? If it's only going to take 2 months for him to be fully healthy and recover, which is a month before the season. Tell me why y'all worried. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not worried. He's always been injured. Always been injured. But also, what does this mean for these next 3 players that I want to talk about? Big shout out Stump4522. Thank you for your $5. Why do you have top 5 teams East Conference? I still have Knicks defending champ. I don't believe in the parity era. Nonsense. Hey, I agree, Stump. I think our Knicks, I think we have the best team in the East. I think we have the best player in the East. And I think we have top 3 best teams in the NBA. I think OKC fully healthy is still one of the best teams in the NBA. I think what the Spurs did in the draft and signing Tobias Harris, I think that was a great move. So I think OKC, Knicks, Spurs, in no order. You can put it in whatever order you want. But I think Knicks, Spurs, OKC, I think those are the best 3 rosters in the entire NBA. But I think in the East, we have the best team and we have the best player in the East. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? And I think if we're able to get Valanciunas and DeRozan, I think that puts us at the top of the whole NBA, the entire NBA. But I cannot ignore OKC. They were injured. But when OKC is fully healthy, as much as I can't stand them, they are one of the best teams constructed in the NBA. And the Spurs, having Wembanyama, all those young dogs, and now you acquire Tobias Harris, and you acquire your needs in the NBA draft with getting 2 big men, I think the Spurs are one of the best constructed teams in the NBA as well. And then you have our Knicks, who I know for a fact is constructed one of the best teams in the NBA. So as far as the East, am I concerned? Of course. I'm a human being. But am I worried? Nah. As long as we stay healthy, I think we'll be just fine. We are the best team. We have the best chemistry. We have the best roster. And we have the best player in the East. And I always told y'all, Brunson is top 3 best player in the NBA. Yeah, SGA, MVP. You have to give Wembanyama. I'm not going with the Joker no more. No. The best 3 players in the NBA is Jalen Brunson, number 1. He's a champion. I would have to go Victor Wembanyama because he was just in the finals. And then I'm going SGA because he's the current MVP of the league. Those are the top 3 players in the NBA. Enough of the Joker. It's over. Luka, stop it. Go win. Go win. Advance in the playoffs. I know the Joker is a champion. But right now, the 3 best players in the NBA also have the 3 best teams in the rosters constructed in the NBA. I love that sound. And our Knicks are a huge part of that. Right? So, I'm not worried at all. Not worried at all. Not worried at all. We know, there's been some moves made in the East. We know what Philly did. I know later on, the brothers, Fabian Flea, Knicks Rehab, we're going to discuss. We see Brad Stevens finally came out and spoke, and he's trying to explain why it made sense to trade Jalen Brown to the 76ers for Paul George, right? So, big shout out, Stump. Thank you again for your $5. ESPN need to respect Brunson and give him MVP the next season. Wemby needs to wait his turn. Hey, Stump, I give you something better. 2 seasons ago, when the Joker won MVP, that should have been Jalen Brunson's MVP. That's the season that we lost in the second round against the Indiana Spurs in Game 7. Brunson got injured in Game 7. That season, Brunson should have won MVP. That was the season that we traded for OG. OG was injured. Mitch barely played. And our starting 5 at times was Jalen Brunson, Deuce McBride, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, and Hartenstein. Tell me the bench. And if I'm not mistaken, we were a number 2 seed that season. Please, someone correct me if I'm wrong. So Jalen Brunson has had a couple MVP seasons that he gets robbed. But it's okay. I'll take championships over MVPs any day. So while the Joker could keep racking up regular season MVPs, I'll take finals MVPs any day. Any day. But let's get back to a topic I want to discuss this is going to come together perfectly. And this transition is going to be beautiful. And I think y'all are going to like it. Jalen Brunson, now knowing he was injured during that finals run, now knowing he has to have surgery on his shooting hand, on his left wrist / forearm area. I want to discuss 3 players. And now I want to know how important it is for them to have a great season coming up. This was going to be the thumbnail, but of course, Jalen Brunson being injured, that right there is a no-brainer. These 3 players right here, now that we see Brunson has injured his wrist and he may have a slow start, starting the season. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. Chat. Which one is most important this upcoming season? Which one of those players needs to have a breakout season? Does OG need to have an all-star / defensive player of the year candidate season? Does Mikal Bridges have to have an all-star / top 5 shooting guard in the NBA season? Does Josh Hart have to have one of the best statistical seasons? Which one of those 3 players are we looking forward to having a breakout season and being the most important third option to where we're right back in the NBA Finals? We know Brunson, Cat, that's the 1-2 punch. But I'm going to ask y'all again. Mikal Bridges, for the season, 14.4 points. He averaged 3.8 rebounds. He averaged 3.7 assists. He was shooting 49% from the field. I'm going to ask again. Mikal Bridges, for the 25-26 season, he was 14.4 points, 3.8 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 49% from the field. OG Anunoby, for the 25-26 regular season, 16.7 points, 5.2 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 48.4% from the field. Josh Hart, for the regular season, 25-26 season, 12 points, 7.4 rebounds, 4.8 assists. Josh Hart was shooting 50.8% from the field. Now that y'all see and heard all their stat lines for the regular season last season, please, chat, tell me who needs to have a better season. Out of those three guys, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, which one of those guys need to take their game up another level in the regular season for us to be successful once again and represent the East back-to-back in the NBA Finals? Just give me one, y'all. Of course, if the whole starting five can just up their games, we would love that. But let's play this game a little bit. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. I'll read their stats again in a bit. Which one of those guys has to step their game up for us to continue this championship run and represent the East once again in the NBA Finals? Because we all know it's very difficult to go back-to-back. It hasn't been done in damn near 10 years. I see a lot of OGs. I see a lot of Bridges. I don't see no Josh Harts. Talk to me, y'all. For me, for us to go to a whole nother level, I'm going with Mikal Bridges, y'all. Yes, Darlene Bryan, I agree with you. R.D. Bond, John Gutierrez, yes. I agree with y'all. For me, the answer is Mikal Bridges. What is y'all answer? For me, it is Mikal Bridges. Big shout out again, Rollingston Nurse. Thank you for your $2. All three, no game. They have chemistry playing together. Yes. But we need one of them, Rollingston Nurse, to step up. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. But thank you for the super chats. Yes, the whole team has chemistry. But let's be for real. We need one of those guys to have a spectacular season. Which is most important? Josh Hart to have one of the greatest statistical seasons he's ever had, where he can damn near average a triple-double? Is it OG averaging 20 and being all NBA first team and being a top 5 defensive player of the year candidate, all NBA defense first team? Or is it Mikal Bridges becoming an all-star and being top 5 shooting guard in the NBA? Which one of those y'all think is most important? I'm going to read their stats off again. And we're going to discuss a little bit who y'all think should have the better season and who is most important for us to repeat as champions. Mikal Bridges averaged in the 25-26 regular season 14.4 points, 3.8 assists, 3.7, let me slow down. Mikal Bridges for the 25-26 NBA season averaged 14.4 points, 3.8 rebounds, 3.7 assists. He was shooting 49% from the field. OG Anunoby averaged for the regular season 16.7 points, 5.2 rebounds, 2.2 assists. OG was shooting 48.4% from the field. Josh Hart, 12 points, 7.4 rebounds, 4.8 assists, shooting almost 51% from the field. Which one of those guys y'all think needs to step up and snatch being the third option? I think it's most important that we have Mikal Bridges play at an all-star level and be considered top 5 shooting guards in the NBA, especially from a statistical standpoint. If Mikal Bridges can shoot 40, 50, 90 and average 17, I think that right there is most important than what Josh Hart and OG can do. Remember, I've been alluding and saying it all season. When Mikal Bridges scores more than 12 points, when he's on a consistent basis giving us 16 plus, we win the basketball games. Do your homework. Y'all check the stats. If Mikal Bridges can average 18 points a game, shoot 40, 50, 90, 40 from 3, 50 from the field, 90 from the free throw line, I think we repeat as champions. I'm going to say it again. My answer is Mikal Bridges. Or is it Josh Hart? Can Josh Hart damn near average close to a triple-double? He's already averaging 12, 7, and 5. But what if we can get Josh Hart to average 14, 8, and 7? Can we get OG to average 20 plus? Him also 40, 50, 90. Become all NBA first team defense. And at the same time be a top 5 defensive player of the year candidate. That's what I'm looking for from all 3 of our guys. Everybody has to step up. How beautiful would that be, y'all? How beautiful would that be? How beautiful would that be? Because we all know when we get to the playoffs, we just need Big Body Brunson to be Big Body Brunson, and we'll be just fine. But I'm going to ask y'all again. I gave y'all OG, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. I gave you their stats for the 25-26 season. Give me the stats y'all think they need to have for the 26-27 season for us to be successful and repeat as champions. Once again, I'm going with Mikal Bridges. I need him to average 18 and go 40, 50, 90 and be a budding all-star at least. He has to at least be mentioned as being one of the top shooting guards in the NBA. And he needs to have a couple games where you consider him an all-star. I think if we get that from Mikal Bridges, I think OG is going to be okay. I think OG's confidence is at an all-time high. That's why I'm not worried about OG. I'm not worried about OG offensively or defensively as long as he can stay healthy. And if OG cannot have those nagging injuries, think about how much time OG misses from just re-aggravating his groin or whatever's going on with him. If OG can stay healthy and play 70-plus games, 75 games, I think OG will be fine. That's OG's problem, staying on the floor. I don't think his game or his confidence or his mentality or mindset is a problem. OG is baby Kawhi Leonard. I just think with I'm not going to say a tougher mentality, but I think OG lays it all on the line. And I think, us celebrating OG, him up until Game 5, Brunson having to give them 45, people had OG the finals MVP. So I think right now OG is at an all-time high. I'm not worried about OG. I think OG is going to average 16, 17 and be that defender, right? He just has to stay healthy. I think it's Mikal Bridges, y'all. I think it's Mikal Bridges. I think Mikal Bridges have to, mandatory, average 18 points. 14 is not enough. No. Mikal Bridges needs to average 18, go 40, 50, 90, 40 from three-point, 50 from the field, 90 from the free throw line. And he needs to have some games where you consider him an all-star. And when they talk about some of the best 2 guards in the NBA on both ends of the floor, Mikal Bridges' name needs to be brought up throughout the whole season. He cannot go missing again, y'all. The league is after us. Y'all see all the moves made? We broke the NBA. Even all the way to the West Coast. Y'all see what San Antonio did? They read up. Y'all see what the league is doing? So for me, once again, y'all, I'm going to ask y'all again before we run, because y'all know we'll be on here tonight. Knicks Rehab. All three of the brothers will be in the building. Big shout out once again, Fabian Flea, my brothers. Y'all see the Cash App, y'all, ABTV3. Y'all see the Cash App, ABTV3. Y'all see the Instagram channel, AllBallTV3_. Big shout out to the people that supported from Facebook. Please, y'all. We have a lot of people in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. Share, like, subscribe. Become a member. But the least you can do is subscribe to the channel. Come on, y'all. Let's get this channel to blow up. Help us quit our jobs so y'all can see our faces 24 hours a day and get some of the best, rawest, great basketball news, especially Knicks content you'll ever get. But big shout out to chat. Hit that like button, y'all. Share, like, subscribe. I'm going to ask y'all again. OG, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. Who has to have one of their best seasons for us to repeat and represent the East in the NBA Finals? I'm going Mikal Bridges, y'all. I'm going Mikal Bridges. Give me the numbers. This is what we going to do. Slim Slammer, we going to be all right, bro. Recovery takes 2 months. He'll be back by training camp. We'll be just fine. Before we run, this is what I need the chat to do. I gave y'all 3 players. Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. Give me the stat line that they need to have for us to be successful. Whichever player you like, that should be the third option. Give me the stat line of what they should look like the upcoming season 26-27 out of those 3 players. My stat line, I'm going with Mikal Bridges. I need Mikal Bridges to average 18 points, and I need him to go 40, 50, 90. 40% from three-point line, 50% from the field, 90% from the free throw line. That's my stat line for Mikal Bridges. And to add a caveat, y'all, like Nostalgic Nick, Cat Eyes, they have Josh Hart, they have OG. Please, maybe you can put OG, Defensive Player of the Year candidate. I'm going with Mikal Bridges, top 5 shooting guard in the NBA. I know that's going to be asking a lot. I'm talking about both ends of the floor. Because, of course, you got Ant-Man, you got Donovan Mitchell, you got Devin Booker. These guys are damn near averaging 30, right? So I'm not going to put all that on Mikal Bridges. But we need to hear Mikal Bridges be one of the best guards in the NBA on both ends of the floor. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Mikal Bridges to take that leap. Yes, Chess Ready. I like that as well. But we know Cat and Brunson is solidified. I think OG is solidified as well. He just has to be able to stay on the floor. But Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart, those are the 2 that need to have one of their best seasons in the NBA, especially as a Knick. I need Josh Hart to damn near average a triple-double. I need from Josh Hart 14, 8, and 7. I'm going to say it again. I need from Josh Hart 14, 8, and 7. I need from Mikal Bridges 18 points, 40, 50, 90, and one of the best guards in the NBA playing both ends of the floor. That's what I need. Yes, Sean, right now. I need 7 assists from Josh Hart. He's right now at 5.2. Josh Hart can give us 2 more assists. He has the ball in his hands a lot. He runs the offense a lot. He's almost our Draymond Green. He runs the offense just as much as Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. We need everyone to step up. But I think for us to be successful, I think Hart, Bridges, and OG, those three have to step up tremendously. And for me, I have no worries about OG. The only worries I have about OG is him staying on the floor and not re-aggravating any injuries that he has. Because we have to admit OG is injury prone. And a lot of his injuries is non-contact. So with OG, I'm not worried. That's why I didn't have him in my category. For me, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. If those two can play at an all-time level and have one of their best statistical seasons with the Knicks this upcoming season, we will repeat. We will repeat. So, chat, love y'all. Hopefully everybody have a great afternoon. Have a great Tuesday. We got a break from the heat. Take advantage of it. See y'all tonight. Make sure y'all get in the building. Fabian and Flea will be here. Of course, we will discuss Jalen Brunson more with the injury. Definitely got to hear what they have to say about it. We have some more Knicks content. We probably discuss Brad Stevens later on tonight, hearing his excuse of why the Boston Celtics traded Jaylen Brown. But see y'all later. Big shout out to the chat, best chat in the universe. Big shout out to the members. Love y'all to death. Beautiful to have y'all here with me this afternoon. We'll be here a lot of more afternoons. Yes. Knicks Rehab, All Ball TV, y'all. Taking over. Support, share, like. Hit that like button, y'all. See y'all later on tonight. Everybody have a beautiful Tuesday. Make sure y'all asses is in the building tonight at 8 o'clock. Love y'all more than y'all know. Have a great day, y'all.
All Ball TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
Deja un like, comentario.
Y suscríbete.